Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is JLJ Fishing here. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can catch more fish with the bass jig. People often overlook the jig as a bait because it looks complicated with the skirt and trailer and everything, but when you master it, you'll never take it off your rod. Today, I'm going to be diving into depth and teaching you guys how you can become a pro with the bass jig. I have broken down this video into 7 different segments, so let's get right into it. Segment number 1 is understanding the bass jig. There are 4 components on a bass jig. There's the head, hook, skirt, and trailer. The shape and design of the jig head influences how it moves through the water. Common head shapes include football head, flipping head, and archy head. The football head is wide and flat, excellent for rocky bottoms as it resists snagging in rocks and can cause the jig to bounce in a natural way. The flipping head is compact and streamlined, ideal for heavy cover as it allows easier penetration through these dense vegetation. The archy head features a unique design with a flat bottom and angled face, great for a wide range of covers and creating erratic movements. The hook size should match the jig's overall size and intended use. Larger hooks are used for larger jigs and bigger bait, while smaller hooks are suited for finesse jigs and smaller presentations. Now we're going to talk about skirts. Skirts come in various materials like silicone, rubber, or living rubber. The type of skirt affects the jig's action. Silicone skirts provide a more lively, pulsating action. Rubber skirts offer a bulkier, slower action. And living rubber skirts are stretchy and resilient. These offer unique natural movement. Now we're going to talk about the jig trailer. Adding a trailer can enhance the jig's action. Common trailers include crawfish imitators, paddle tail swim baits, or creature baits. Crawfish imitators add bulk and action, mimicking a crawfish. It is best to use a craw as a trailer around a lot of rocks and murky water. Swim baits add extra swimming action, useful for swimming jigs. Swim baits are best used as a trailer in dirty water conditions and when you are swimming the jig instead of jigging. Creature baits increase the jig's profile and movement, useful for flipping and pitching. Now we're going to transition over to segment number 2, selecting the right jig. First, we're going to start off with jig size and weight. Light jigs, 1/4 ounce to 3/8 ounce, are ideal for shallow water up to 10 feet and finesse presentations. Medium jigs, 1/2 ounce to 3/4 ounce, are versatile for medium depths, 10 to 20 feet in various covers. They balance between heavy and light, suitable for most conditions. Heavy jigs, 1 ounce and above, are best for deep water, over 20 feet, and heavy cover. They sink quickly and are designed to punch through dense vegetation. Now we're going to be talking about color. In clear water, use colors that match the local forage: green pumpkin, watermelon, and natural hues. In murky water, use bright colors like chartreuse, white, and orange stand out and attract attention. And now we're going to talk about jig design features. Some designs that a jig may have is weed guards and rattles. Weed guards, which are rubber or wire guards, prevent the jig from snagging on vegetation or structure. Some jigs come with built-in rattles to attract fish through sound. This can be beneficial in murky or low light conditions. That summed up segment number 2. Now let's get into segment number 3, rigging the jig. In this segment, I'll be going over rod, reel, and line setups. For the rod, you're going to want a medium heavy to heavy rods are preferred to handle the weight of the jig and the strength of the fish. Fast action rods are ideal as they offer quick hook setting power. Now for the reel, you're going to want a higher gear ratio. 6.1 to 7.1 allows for quicker retrieval speeds and a better control. Now for line. The best line to use for jig fishing is 6 to 12 pound mono or fluorocarbon. Mono and fluoro is a lot more smoother and will give you more casting distance with a jig. That is the end of number 3. That was our shortest segment. Now let's get into segment number 4, retrieving. Now some of the best retrieving techniques are hopping, dragging, and swimming. When you are hopping, you are going to lift the rod tip. This makes the jig jump off the bottom. And then you're going to let it drop and fall. Allow the jig to fall back to the bottom, creating an erratic, pulsating action. You're going to have to experiment with the speed and rhythm of your hops to match the fish's activity levels. Now for dragging, you're slowly going to retrieve the bait off the bottom without lifting the rod tip. You can also stop and pause while you are dragging it for a few seconds because this will give time for the fish to react and bite bait. Now for swimming, you're going to want to do a steady reel. Retrieve the jig steadily through the water column. You can also incorporate twishes just like a jerkbait. That wraps up segment number 4. Now let's get into segment number 5, adapting to conditions. First, we're going to start talking about water clarity. In clear water conditions, use subtle, natural colors and slower, more deliberate movements. For murky water, Opt for brighter colors and more aggressive movements to stand out and attract attention. Now let's talk about cover and structure. In heavy cover, use jigs with weed guards and heavier weights to penetrate through thick vegetation. In open water, use lighter jigs, and streamlined designs work better in open areas to avoid excessive snagging. Now let's talk about weather conditions. On sunny days, bass may be deeper or more cautious. Use natural colors and slow retrieves. On cloudy or overcast days, bass might be more active and willing to chase. Bright colors or faster retrieves can be effective. Now that is the end of segment number 5. Now let's get into our last segment, segment number 6, where to fish the jig. This is where the jig's versatility really comes into play. The jig can be fished almost anywhere in the lake. For deeper water and 20 feet plus, fish it near drop-offs and underwater humps because these spots are where the fish trap bait fish. If you have a sonar, look for structure because this is where the fish will be hiding out and waiting to ambush its prey. Now when you are fishing in 10 to 15 feet of water, fish the jig near rocky drop-offs and coves. These are great places to use the jig because bass will come and feed heavily in these coves and near rocks because this is a spot where a lot of bait fish will gather. Now when you are fishing in less than 10 feet of water, then you can fish in thicker vegetation and under rocks. Your best friend when it comes to jig fishing is going to be skipping because a jig can reach those hard to reach places with its skipping ability and weedlets feature. Skip under docks and overhanging trees because this provides a lot of shade and a great hideout spot for big bass. Well, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave in the comments what type of videos you guys want to see next. Hope y'all benefited off this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.